Hey guys, it's your girl Mara, and I'm back with another video. Guys, it has been a while, but of course I didn't want to flood you guys up with just random information periodically here and there. So I'm actually here today to go ahead and update you guys and let you guys know what's going on, because I also have another appointment today. Nothing too big, just have to get some blood drawn, but we'll talk about that in just a second. Before I go any further, I want to make sure that I go ahead and tell you guys, if you are back at the channel and you have been part of the Merit Gang since day one, thank you. You are so appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you're not, if you happen to come across this because maybe it was popped up in your news feed or someone told you about it, or however you may have come across, I appreciate you. And I want to tell you, I definitely don't want you to miss anything else going forward. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell, because I want to make sure you get each and every video that I drop, okay? Yes. So guys, let's jump right into it. Alright guys, so what has been going on? As you see, I'm by myself today. I actually had to go into the office. I have an appointment that I'm on my way to, so I just wanted to take a minute real quick while I'm sitting in the car letting it warm up, to just kind of fill you guys in on what's been going on, okay? So as you guys last know, Brandon and I went to the reproductive endocrinologist, basically a fertility doctor, to discuss what, you know, needs to be done and where we are. And we found out a lot of really good information that we needed to know that we didn't know. On top of that, we did find out that there are some tests that we need to take and so forth. However, currently where we stand, my insurance is not paying for it all, okay? Like, listen, it would have been great, but it's not, and that's okay. So we're just making arrangements to make sure that financially we're in a good place to pay all of these tests, because as I mentioned before, the tests are not cheap at all, okay? You know, me and Brandon was kind of joking. I said to him, I was like, well, dang, the child already costing us before we get here. But it is what it is. We're not even mad about it. We just got to do what we got to do, right? So part of that has to lead to kind of why I'm going to get the blood work today. In order for the blood work and some of the other tests as well, I have to again be on my cycle. So I know, like, sometimes guys side story, whatever you want to call it. It feels really awkward sometimes telling you guys that, but in order for me to be authentic through this, I kind of need to tell you guys what's going on and whatever. But we're grown, you know what I mean? It happens. We're females, whatever, you know? Okay, so seriously though, guys, so since I have been on the medication that I have been on, what is the name of them? Y'all, I always forget the name of this medicine. Okay, so Letrozole, that's what I'm on. Let's go ahead and say Letrozole. Okay, so anyway, since I have been on this medicine, I started taking it back in September, guys. For those, just a real quick catch up before I jump into this next part. I have PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, which does cause you to sometimes have a cycle, sometimes not have a cycle, sometimes to have your cycle be so spread out. Like, there's been times I went 44 days before I had a cycle. And for those who don't know, and for those who do, of course, your average cycle is 28 days. I'm 44, okay? So that kind of lets you know. Anyway, so I say all of that to say, since taking it, I've taken 3 doses of it, but since taking it, literally, guys, my cycle went from 44 days to 30 days to 25 days to 15, which, like, is crazy. So what happened was, it's January, my cycle came, as you guys know from the last video, the day of the appointment that I went, which they were like, oh, this is great, everything sounds to be going good. Now, guys, that is not the case. Okay, so My cycle came, and normally it's about 7 days straight. In this particular case, guys, it was only 1 day. So on day 2, I'm like, okay, what's going on here? Day 3, I'm like, okay, what's going on here? But what I'm noticing is, although it wasn't, how should I put this? I was on, but I wasn't on. That's the best way I could put it without going into full detail, guys. But it wasn't good. So I contact my gynecologist's office. I let them know, like, hey, either my cycle sometimes just doesn't come at all, or it comes and it's, you know, whatever. And right now this isn't the case, so I don't know what's going on. I don't think I'm pregnant. Like, we can go ahead and rule that out. I already took a test, just God forbid, just because, you know, we don't know. And they're like, okay. The nurse is like, let me give you a call back. So she talks to the doctor. The doctor's like, listen, you're fine. You know, just go ahead and take the medicine again. Because as, with the Letrozole, I have to take it on day 3 through 7. So this is day 3. I'm talking to the doctor. So I'm like, okay, you know, doctor knows best, right? And that's no shade, guys. That's no shade. But let's just be honest. Not all doctors know best. Which is why it's always good to get a second, third, and fourth opinion if need be. Or if you just feel it. If you feel really uncomfortable about something, follow your gut, okay? Okay. So I take the medicine. Guys, that was 2 weeks ago. So literally a couple days ago, I wake up. I'm getting ready. Like, okay, you know, getting ready for the day. Boom. Auntie's like, hey, I'm back. And I'm like, what you doing here? Like, you was here a couple weeks ago. What's going on? Like, you was here, but you wasn't here, but now you're here again. Guys, I'm like, all right. Let's just see if this is 1 day as well. Second day goes, oh, okay, you're still here. Third day now, oh, you're still here. So I call, I reach out. At this point, I don't call. I send a very detailed email to my gynecologist again, because I'm like, okay, you put me on this medicine, ma'am, and you know, this happened, now this happened, and I just need to make sure I'm good. You let me know what I need to do, okay? So they get the email. They're like, we're gonna look into this further. They send me back another email like, listen, don't take the medicine again. Oh, because that's what I asked them. Like, okay, so I normally have to take this on day 3 through 7. Do I need to take this again? Because this was 2 weeks ago. And they're like, no, don't do it. You need to contact your the specialist at the reproductive Y'all, I can't talk right now. But yeah, I need to contact the specialist. So I reach out to the specialist. They're like, listen, we can't really do anything until we get all your blood work done and run the ultrasounds and run this and run that. Like, we have to, like, that's how we need to move forward. So I'm like, I totally get that. We're working on getting all of that settled, because God, let's be real, y'all. Like, I got bills to pay. I have money saved, but like, that don't really mean like I can like touch it at the price that they're asking for. But God is figuring it out. We're making it shake and work, and you know, in due time, guys, in due time, we're doing what we need to do. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna come in. They were like, are you on like right now? And I'm like, yes. They're like, what day? I tell them. They're like, okay, perfect. Can you at least do the blood work? I'm like, yes. So as you guys see, I'm literally getting ready to go do the blood work. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I forgot. I have paperwork, but I want to say it's in the house. What blood work I'm getting done. So I'll just ask them again, so that way I can keep you guys updated. So you guys really are just going on this journey with me. And then I know I have to sit down with the nurse also, because I think they want me to kind of just really give them a better detail of what's going on as well. So that's what's going on today, guys. Like, my body's just like, listen, this medicine is supposed to be helping you ovulate and like have like what's considered a normal cycle, but now it's doing a bit much. And Brandon's like, listen, I don't like medicine, and I don't really like my wife on medicine, and now it's starting to do some funny business. They need to figure it out. You know, I feel that way too, but it's just different when your spouse is feeling that way as well. So, y'all, we just working to get this cleared up. At this point, honestly, guys, I don't know. That's the best answer I can give you. At this point, I don't know. I'm just like, God, okay. Y'all, listen, I'm trying to do this on my phone today, because like I'm out and about, but it clearly don't want to work with me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and y'all, let me go ahead because the car is warm now. And I'm just going to get to this appointment so we can make this happen. Okay? I'll be right back. Let's go. I'm in here just waiting for them to call me back. A long day. Just waiting. We shall see. I'm tired. I'm really tired, guys. I am cramping really bad. I'm ready to lay down. And then when I get home, I still have hair to do and a couple other things. But that's life, right? So just waiting for them to call me back so that way I can get this done with. And like I said, I'm gonna find out what test it is I have to do, and I will keep you guys posted. Yeah. Alright, guys. I should be up next. Alright, guys, so I am done. So as we see, got the blood work done. So I asked her what exactly I was getting done just to remember, and I'm gonna tell y'all, I know for a fact she said check my sugar as far as for diabetes, my hormone levels, at this point, y'all, let me tell you the reason why I'm forgetting. And I had the paperwork, but it's all abbreviations, y'all. It's literally abbreviations. It's like LH1 and hemoglobin this, and I was like, listen, by the time I'm sorry, y'all. I'm finding extra paperwork. Yeah, so this is the paperwork right here. Okay, so, yeah, y'all, literally, it's a bunch of, initials along with that. So, I had to get an what is this? A FSH, a LH, an E2, a AMH, which is a hormone test. So yeah, y'all, like, you would think they would put the names of all these tests that they had to put on there, but no, they just put the abbreviation so they know what it is, you know. But yeah, basically it just got to do with like my hormone imbalance and all this other stuff. And the reason that I had to go today is you specifically have to get 3 of these tests on day 3 of the cycle. So here we are, right? So guys, I keep looking over here and I need to be looking over here, so I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and head home now. I had to wait for a little while. My appointment was at 4. I had a little bit of traffic, and it's a crazy thing, y'all. It's 7 minutes from the office. But I did hit a little bit of traffic, just that quick. So I got here instead of at 4 like I planned. I got here like 403, 404, whatever. But once I was here, excuse me, I had to actually wait. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get out my face. I actually had to wait for them to call me back. And after they called me back, there was somebody in front of me. So here it is. It is now 4:42. I've been in the car for about at least 2 minutes, if that, because I had to kind of run. But I'm ready to go home. I'm tired, y'all. I'm so tired. And I ate, y'all, but I got some yogurt. This is gonna be really random, excuse me. Clearly I need to learn how to talk. Who has tried this? So Yoplait has come with a yogurt that is supposed to taste just like Starburst. So I'm hungry, as I just said, and I have an hour ride home. I have plenty of water. I have Gatorade, water, and another water. So I'm gonna go ahead and snack while I drive. I know I got a spoon. Give me a spoon. Yeah. Y'all, I got a spoon. Hold on. Is that a spoon? Yep, it's a spoon. There we go. So, thankfully, let me put my glasses on, y'all, because I have to, yeah. At nighttime, I need my glasses. Ooh, I just remembered something. Yeah, I need to get on that ASAP. How y'all doing? Okay. Y'all. This hair, they don't want to lay down. I don't know. So, ooh. Y'all seeing me do a whole lot of extra stuff right now. I just want... Y'all ever flat iron your hair and it just don't do what you want it to do? It do what it want to do? Okay. But yeah, guys, so I'm getting ready. I'm gonna open this. This is strawberry. Oh, so for any... Yeah, y'all see that, right? Look at this. For anybody who's like, I don't forgot what I was getting ready to say. Oh, for anybody who's getting ready to say like, oh, you had that sitting in your car. I have a lunchbox that is actually a cooler. You put it in the freezer. And it has a cooler, like the ice box is built inside of it. So it literally keeps my stuff cold all day. So as I travel, if I'm hungry or anything, I have that available. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead. I am going to get caught up with you guys once I'm at the house. So we can let Brandon know what's going on. Y'all, can y'all see this? Brandon said it really does taste like it. Y'all, it do. Seriously. It tastes just like a strawberry Starburst. I don't know if I should be excited about that or not. But okay. Yeah, Brandon, we'll catch up with Brandon, let him know what's going on, see what he has to say, and then we'll close this out. And I will update you guys on the results and also the next tests and next steps and all of that good stuff. Yeah, now, let's go home. Alright guys, so I'm home. I'm super tired. Not really like because I'm sleepy, just my body. But Brandon's doing some other stuff, so we're gonna catch up with him later. But yeah.
I'm right here. Don't tell people that, man. I'm right here. You ain't want my ponytails in there. I'm coming.
You could have left your ponytails in.
Nah, you said I wasn't going on there like that. Don't lie to them. Be truthful.
We is true, but yo.
I see how she do me, man.
Yo, maybe you could have just kept the ponytails on.
Man, don't do me like that, man.
There's so many facilities in this place.
I'll be looking at each other.
Nice color. I like it.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Doctor's appointment.
Look at you getting back on task. Y'all, he rubbing my back. He's so sweet.
Come on, man.
Alright, no, but for real though, basically the test that I did today, as I already told them, was just for like checking the sugar, my hormones, and all this other stuff that I'll show you on the paper because I have the paper. But yeah, it's a lot of letters and abbreviations and so forth. But yeah, I still gotta go back and do the ultrasound and all of that good stuff. The ultrasound more so just for the lining. But so, how do you feel about basically what's going on as far as like my cycle coming back, like how the medicine's reacting to my body and all of that?
I don't like the uncertainty of the fact, considering it seems like your doctor.
So I was talking to, sorry about that, y'all. I was talking to Bree, and yesterday, so I feel that way, but I also feel like the reason she kind of, like, her job, like the way Bree explained it was like, Her job is more so to just kind of help me once I am pregnant. But now because we're going through the phase of getting pregnant, trying to conceive. I don't know about, yeah. So the reason she keeps pushing us to go to the doctor, the specialist, the endometriologist, is because that's what she specializes in. So I think that at this point she just kind of feel like, I don't want to give you the wrong answer. And I didn't think about that until when Bree said that, so thank you, Bree, the other day. Because I was getting, but I do feel there could have definitely been a better way for them to go about it. What Brandon's talking about, guys, I've been going back and forth with my gynecologist for a while. It just kind of felt like I was being brushed off about my concerns because she kept pushing me to go see this doctor. But then when speaking to my sister yesterday, Bree, she just kind of was like, well, maybe because it's this way. So sometimes, you got to have people look at it from a different light. But she did agree that there could have been a better way of her going about it. But yeah.
We gotta do what we gotta do. So, all is gonna be well when the test go back.
Mm-hmm. How do you want me to be part of this video? So one day I'm gonna show y'all our first child. Cause yeah, y'all see one day. It'll be one day soon, but just not right now, y'all. But yeah, so that's all, guys. As you guys know, that information. And yeah, I just ate a small little bit to hold me over till a little bit later. I'm about to go do B2's hair. Shout out to B2, Uncle B. Y'all will one day, probably far, far away, meet Uncle B.
That dude don't do videos
at all.
Y'all probably not.
Barely pictures. So.
Y'all won't see that.
You know what? That'd probably be the funniest thing. Like people, Uncle B is like, what's his name? On Home Improvement.
You can't say Wilson because you saw Wilson. You saw Wilson.
People go ahead like be like, yo, who is Uncle B? Like, but Uncle B always around. Oh Lord, that's funny. Solid, yeah, he's solid.
It's a rock.
Solid as a rock. Yeah, I was gonna do it. I'm sorry. Okay, we're focused. So, but yeah, guys, that's what's going on. This is just an update. There are a couple clips that I didn't put in here. So, I did at one point when my second came early last time, just as a precaution, I did go ahead and take a pregnancy test. Just because, like I said, it was, what happened? It came for like one day, so like I was kind of concerned, like, wait a minute, what's going on here? And then, these were still feeling a little type of way. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and close this out, guys. Honestly, again, we thank you guys for coming on a journey with this. Again, our point of sharing this with you guys and have you guys come along for the journey isn't for sympathy or anything of that nature. It is simply because there are other people out here who are going through the same thing. And we just want to let people know, like, listen, you're not alone. We are allowing ourselves to be vulnerable in the process of what we're going through, so that way it can encourage other people to, know that they can do the process, they can get the help and the different things that are going on. So we really do hope that that is, from the messages I've been receiving, I feel that it is doing that, because so many people have been, just telling me, like, thank you so much for sharing, and then sharing their story with me and so forth. So, I feel like it's definitely going in the right direction as far as our whole point of even doing our TTC segments. So that is it for today, and we love you guys. Bye.